I don't know about you guys, but that was a interesting week, right? So yes, we are so grateful to our patients. We are so excited that we get to come in, and so no matter what's going on in the world right now, the fact that we get to come in and adjust your spine, turn your power on, take away the interference, allow your body to heal and adapt better, it just brings a smile to my face. I know it does for Loxy. I know it does for Miguel. I know it does for Shoshana. We are super grateful that you're able to still come in here. We will be open as long as we possibly can. Obviously, right now, the last thing that anyone wants to do, unless they absolutely have to, is go to the hospital, right? That's where all the sick people are at. That's where all the craziness is at. You want to avoid the hospital, the doctor's offices. So if you're suffering right now, if it's the headaches, the back pain, we know that when stress is high, so is inflammation, so is pain. So that bum knee, that bum shoulder, that headache, whatever it is, tends to come back with a vengeance when we're under a lot of stress. And that's really where chiropractic shines. So I just want to say we are super grateful to have such an amazing group of patients like you guys that come in and weekend after weekend after weekend get their power turned on and get better. Thank you for that. Just a reminder, between every single patient, we are sanitizing our hands, and as often as possible running and washing with soap and water. Certainly between every single patient, we are cleaning every aspect that a patient touches, so you notice that things are changing around here. Right now, we're complying. That way you're safe, you're clean, you're healthy. And this has always been our duty to keep you healthy, that you leave better than you came in, right? That's always been what we've had pride in. If you're feeling under the weather, per CDC guidelines, unfortunately right now, you have to stay home until you're back to normal. However, if it's maybe you're just slightly immunocompromised, or maybe you just don't feel comfortable. You're feeling great, you just don't feel comfortable in the open right now. We have room 4 over there available for you. Just ask Loxy or Shoshana up the front, and we'd be happy to put you in there. And that way you can kind of be totally isolated. So we're making changes as quickly as we possibly can to serve you. We are here to serve you. If there's anything that we can do to help you, if there's anything that you need, let us know. We're there to help you. Again, we're very grateful. I can't wait to adjust you this week. Turn your power on, set that immune system free, so that way you're not one of those immunocompromised people. Dr. Joe Utash, Wellness Key Chiropractic. Many of you guys have heard the old expression, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so we've taken a lot of preventative measures around the office here that you'll see, and I encourage you to do the same thing around your house and for your own health and your own body. First thing when you come in this week, of course you'll notice again the screens are no longer here. So we've really minimized the touch surfaces, and of course we've increased our social distancing. So instead of having 12 or 15 chairs in here, we have 4. So once you come in and you've already went to the restroom, Loxy will check you in and it'll call you to the appropriate table. One thing that's different this week, guys, is that actually in room 5, or what used to be my office, there's a table here. And this is really so that a person can get in and out really easily. If they needed to, they could even go a different way. And we're keeping this room like hyper sanitized. And so maybe you just don't feel comfortable being in as part of the group, this would be a great option for you. And it should be available, just ask Loxy. Follow me this way. So unfortunately we had to get rid of the coffee and the water for the time being, just to minimize patient contact. And you'll notice that we have much greater spacing in between the tables. Again, more spacing, a little safer. Of course, we have cleaning at each station and cleaning in between each patient to make sure it's safe and healthy for you guys. And so not checking in just like last week, so no checking in, no touching the computers. Miguel or myself will do that for you, that we can keep it nice and clean and sterile, again, minimizing those touch surfaces. In this room, which used to be an office, we actually put another adjusting table. So again, isolated, very easy to keep clean. There's really very little soft surfaces, and the only thing that you'd need to touch in here is the table itself, which is sanitized between every patient. As we come over into the rehab, guys, again, still have you remove your shoes. But in here, the only thing that you'll be touching right now is the vibes with your feet, and we'll be cleaning those off as well. And so I'd prefer it if Miguel would turn on the vibe for you, or Loxy could do that as well. That way we can kind of keep the exposure minimum. So that way you're really not touching much of anything when you come into the office. And so, as always, in compliance with CDC, if you're feeling feverish, or you have a cough, or even some respiratory congestion, or heaven forbid, an infection, right now, for the time being, we must turn you away. This is not the time to come into the office, just for the sake of everyone else. And so please be mindful of that. Otherwise, I cannot wait to turn your power on. With the stress and the unusual circumstances that we have right now, it is the best time to get adjusted. Take away the stress off your nervous system and allow your body to adapt better.